Bei einer neuen Folge.
Extraction arrived at base. Development project has been added.
Okay, wenn das jetzt schon zu Ende ist, dann hätte ich das natürlich auch in der letzten Folge zu Ende machen können. Na, ganz toll. Ich brauche noch mehr Leute in meinem Team. Mehr Leute in meinem Team. Oh, bin ich schon scheiße müde. Oh Mann. Ich hasse diesen Kram, das ist so langweilig.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Okay. Ist alles irgendwie... Okay, nehmen wir das... Ne, echt... Für Musik. Wobei nicht, dass sie nicht Copyright ist oder so, das wäre natürlich ziemlich blöd. Ja, okay, nehmen wir aber das erste.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of
PlayStation
Cypriot
ist am
jurisdiction.
Überventilieren.
You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain.
Why Dekelia?
The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The mother base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before
man.
someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home.
Guck mal, ich kann im Hintergrund meinen Finger bewegen.
Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom.
Oh meine
The
Fresse, wie
days
lange
of
soll das
naked
noch gehen?
Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use?
Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Ja, das habe ich auch irgendwie schon geahnt, dass der Typ, nach dem was wir gesehen haben, ein bisschen sehr empfindlich auf
Christmas
Wasser
Eve,
reagiert.
1979. The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before.
Muss ich mir jetzt die ganze Scheiße
The
durchhören?
forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant, only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work,
Okay.
so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands
Was müssen
dirty.
wir auswählen?
I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Mhm. Behalten wir die bei. Vielleicht können wir sogar noch eine zweite Haupt. Haben wir da denn noch was? Ne, wir haben wirklich nur die. Schade. Nebenwaffe. Wir nehmen die. Einfach aus Prinzip, weil die geil ist. Aber als ob das einfach Geld kostet, die mitzunehmen. Wobei bleiben wir aber dabei. Ich habe sowieso keine Ahnung davon, also Mission starten. Aktuell Zeit. Machen wir aktuell Zeit. Wird schon schief gehen, Leute. Und jetzt wieder diese scheiß Blätterseiten, ey. Meine Fresse, dass man nicht einfach mal was Vernünftiges machen kann hier. Wenn du Assassin's Creed spielst, kannst du wenigstens im Ladebildschirm rumlaufen.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
Okay, goodbye, my friends. Weißt du was wir sammeln? Wisst ihr was wir sammeln? Wir ein bisschen was ein hier. Immer schön was
We can
mitnehmen.
use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
Ja, okay. Hier ist Nachladen. Dann auf Boden. Okay. Also. Mal sehen.
Specify project.
Üff. Junge, ist der Kram alles teuer. Wenn ich das kaufe, bleibt das dann bei mir oder geht das dann wieder weg? Warum bin ich so ein niedriges Entwicklungslevel? Egal. Und will diese anderen Scheißwesen kommen jetzt wieder, ne? Was für die?
Say, boss, you see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
Easy, würde ich sagen. Kann man müssen wir es mitnehmen? Nö. Mann. Ich höre, wir können jetzt Assassin's Creed Style ein bisschen sammeln. Aber das geht natürlich nicht. Noch irgendwo welche? Ne, scheint nicht so zu sein, ne? Die sind tatsächlich nur zu zweit da hinten. Kann ich mir kaum vorstellen. Ja.
Materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
That was your head, my friend. Hey, Junge!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Aufsatteln. Aha, noch was zum Einsammeln hier.
Golden Crescent.
Hatte
It's a
die
type
hier
of
mit
medicinal
rumliegen?
plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Okay. Mal sehen, ob wir noch irgendwas Schönes finden hier auf der Straße.
Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Wie schön, dass ich ein Pferdchen hab. Das ist auch sehr toll auf Trab. Okay. Da haben wir einen. Da haben wir einen. Könnte ich sogar eben mit meinem schallgedämpften Ding ins runterholen. Vom Dach. Oder? Oh, du kannst mich nicht mal sehen. Hier ist eine fucking Wand.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. The enemy's given up their search for you, but they're not giving the all clear just yet. Stay alert.
Ich weiß nicht mehr, was man... Was ist gefailt? Nichts gefailt, ey. Nein. So. Aha.
You gotta extract him.
Komm um die Ecke, Rudi. Komm um die Ecke, komm um die Ecke. Zack.
Roger that.
Die ganze große. Ich weiß gar nicht, was wir da haben.
You gotta extract him.
So. Nochmal einen schön nach oben geschickt hier. Mal sehen.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh! Ich bin noch gesonnen. Oh, haha.
That's the target. Boss, I gotta say it would be a waste to kill him. But putting him to sleep doesn't count as eliminating him. Neither does knocking him out.
Okay. Das ist eigentlich die Person, die wir brauchen. Wir brauchen viel Spaß beim Fliegen.
Target secured. I'll tell the client we sent the target to a place outside of heaven. Boss, your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around. He's coming too. Roger that.
Oh, heftige Haufen Geld dazu, würde ich sagen.
Looks like the enemy's lost sight of you. They're gonna try to hunt you down.
das nicht funktioniert hat. Mann. Was soll denn der Scheiß jetzt hier? Ach Mann. Was habt ihr eigentlich für ein Problem? Meine Fresse. Ah. Oh Scheiße. Nein, ach halt doch die. Geh noch wieder. Ja, so. Kann ich hier was machen? Nee, kann ich auch nicht. Ich weiß gar nicht, was soll ich denn hier jetzt machen? Leute, ich komme mit der Steuerung gerade noch überhaupt nicht klar. Das ist eine richtig komplizierte Spielsteuerung. Und ohne Witz. Aua. Junge.
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
Hä, ich weiß nicht mal, ob ich die Mission jetzt geschafft hatte oder nicht. Ich habe gar keinen Plan. Mir wird nichts angezeigt, gar nichts.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Ja!
Hä? Ich verstehe nicht, was ich... Ah, meine Fresse, Mission. Kassetten nicht. Nein, ich will meine Mission. Ich will auch wissen, was ich machen soll, ey. Finde und eliminieren Sie den Spitznass-Commander. Ja, toll. Soll ich ihn umbringen oder was? Bring dich da jetzt hin und bring den um. Spaß. Willkommen im Team, Buddy.
You gotta extract him.
Junge! Junge! Mann, was ist eigentlich dein Scheißproblem? Du dreckiger Hurensohn!
Boss, come in. Boss? Boss!
Meine Fresse! Bist du denn geistig behindert, dass du nicht einfach mal vernünftig schießen kannst? Was für eine scheiß Hühnerhaube, Junge. Ey. Sag mal, seid ihr geistig behindert? Was soll denn der Müll hier? Ich fordere mir jetzt einen dreckigen Sniper an. Ressourcen. Nein, was hier unter Waffen, keine Ahnung. Okay. Alter, 40.000, sag mal. Ne, 400.
Please select control point. Supplies requested.
So. Stellt sich mir aber die Frage, wenn ich das jetzt hier Waffen und so ein Kram. Kostet mich das dann?
Supply drop complete.
Hallo.
Project.
Hallo? Egal.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Da ist auch noch mal jemand. Oh, meine Fresse. Aber so schnell kann das doch gar nicht sein.
shoot, be careful.
So Leute, jetzt haben wir hier einen Sniper, würde ich sagen. Ach nö. So. Wenn man schon eine hat, dann sollte man die auch benutzen, ne? Oh, lalalala. Gehen rein, sind alle und liegen soll, würde ich sagen, ne?
There, that's the target.
Ach, schick.
Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
Scheiße, ich hab grad keine Waffe.
Boss,
Nein, nein,
that's
nein.
a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Junge, hä? Hä? Bist du behindert?
Snake!
Junge, warum hast du immer keine Munition mehr? Ich würde sagen, wir machen das gleich in der nächsten Folge nochmal. 3 Gigabyte Zahlen!